All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us here today in the Collector's Corner. It is June 7th, Wednesday, June 7th, 2023 at 2:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to be opening up 10 boxes of Donruss Optic. 10 blasters of the wonderful football variety here. Got our mans Kenny Pickett and Josh Allen on the cover of that. And then we'll cap things off with one hobby box of the Optic Donruss, where we can find one autograph per box on average. So, very exciting times. If you haven't done so already, feel free to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, eBay, at Collector's Corner TN, where you can catch up with all of our fun stuff that we are doing. Box breaks, singles on sale, giveaways, you name it. We got it for you. What's going on? Clarissa, thanks for joining us here today. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. We're starting off with the blasters. We have 10 of them, 4 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. We are finding 3 blaster exclusive rated rookie purple shock parallels per box on average, and we're looking for blaster exclusive blue hyper memorabilia cards. That would be pretty exciting. And we're also always looking for the ultra rare downtown inserts. If we pull one of those out of here, that'd be the bee's knees. What's up, Scott? You're muting. So that means you're busy working, but you can't listen to me. I understand. Fair enough. I'm also at work, but I can't mute Julian. He's right here. Look how good looking he is. My God. Is that a haircut?
That is a haircut.
When did you get it done?
Yesterday. Great clips.
Great clips.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Would you say they did great work?
Oh,
to
yeah.
Your dome?
And she updated me with about Toby Keith's cancer. So.
Oh, that's not exciting.
No, it was really random. But that's what she wanted to talk about.
Oh, God. Troy Anderson, that's one of the purples that we just read about. Rated rookie. And the Kobe Dean. Bulldog. Did you wait a long time there in the great clips?
Not at all. Checked in on the app. Went right in.
Bellis Jones Jr. That's very, very nice. Always nice when you can just walk in and get her done.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we have our pull of the box here. Fred Warner. And then we have a Josh Jacobs Threads. Black uniform. Game worn, used material. Going to the Raiders. Silver Daniel Bellinger and Greg Dulcich.
What are the odds Josh Jacobs is actually with the Raiders this year? Because I feel like there was a lot of rumors he was leaving.
There was a lot of rumors that he was going to leave. What are your thoughts on that first?
I thought he was just trying to get out of there because the situation kind of sucked. And I still think he's going to do that. Try to get out of there. I don't know if they'll let him, though, because he's a star. Or he's going to be, at least.
I mean, they're going to let their quarterback leave and their running back leave from a previous year?
That would just be a complete rebuild at that point.
Diamond Hands Debo. DD. Matt Corral. Ooh, boy. Yeah. I think he ends up staying. Maybe they restructure his contract and they give him more money. Devin Singletary. Though I don't remember what his contract is really like, to be honest.
Is he still on his rookie contract, I think?
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, he definitely deserves a little bit more for how he produced. Remember entering the fantasy season last year, I thought this guy was going to be a bust. I felt bad for the people that were taking him, but I was dead wrong. So I was dead wrong about a lot of things. So kudos to those that took Josh.
Who was your first pick in the last year's fantasy?
Oh, man. If you're talking about the one here in the office, like, I didn't have a first-round pick. I ended up like trading it away the year before to keep Josh Allen, so it was like an appropriate thing, I believe, the way that he did. Chris Olave, Cam Taylor Britt. I mean, I don't know. I had like 6 or 7 fantasy teams last year. I had the first overall pick in one of them, and I thought I had the best team ever. But then, I ended up grabbing what's his name, Jonathan Taylor, and he turned out to be a huge bust. There's a Sauce Gardner purple. It's fun. So I was in another league with like 16 teams. I was in first place the entire season, and I ended up coming in second. There's a silver Kenny Pickett. Nice. So I ended up coming in second place because I had like Joe Burrow and like 2 Bills players, and that debacle happened where the game got canceled, and so I ended up losing. But hey,
that's rough.
I'm sure that played a big part in a lot of different fantasy teams and leagues this past season. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So,
it's a rough life.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it right now. Desmond Ridder, legendary logos going to the Falcons. That's an interesting insert. So, you a fantasy football player?
I took a break this past year, but usually I do play in 1 or 2 leagues.
Dabble in that.
Dabble in it, but we'll see if I do it this year. Probably will.
Yeah. Getting into the spirit of things.
Oh, yeah. Last season, it pretty much went the same for me. I was first place in the league for most of the year, and then I lost the championship.
Lighted up Drake London. Fun insert for the Falcons. We can go with that logo, Ritter. Alec Pierce, Senior White. Yeah. And I've been on, I've had fantasy teams before where I've literally started the season 0-6, and I went on to win the championship that year. So it just proves how, fluky fantasy sports really is. Yeah, there's like some skill, I guess. You got to pay attention, I guess.
Yeah.
That's an important thing. But yeah, started the season 0-6 in 2 separate leagues, separate years, and ended up winning the whole thing. But having those years where you're in first place the whole time, and you lose when it matters. Terry McLaurin, Donruss Threads for the Commanders. Keep wanting to call them the football team. I think I'm past the point of calling them the Redskins, but now I'm just stuck in them calling them the football team. Leonard Fournette, silver, Kaiir Elam.
That was a weird time to be alive.
Yeah.
The Washington football team.
Hey, Kevin, we're just starting here. We're just we're on the 3rd box right now, 3rd blaster. So nothing really too outlandish has taken place yet. Romeo Dobbs, another Drake London. Yeah, there's if you know Austin on our staff here. The groundskeeper,
Yeah.
He worked for the Redskins, the football team, and the Commanders.
Really?
He has that. He has a little bit of that. That piece of history there. Or at least he worked for the Redskins and the football team. Maybe he left before the Commanders. I don't know. Forgot to ask him. Just how things work around here. They threw him off of a bus or something.
He got left at the gas station down there when they stopped on the road trip to Nashville. And,
Yeah. Rated rookie David Bell. George Pickens. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. A.J. Brown, J.K. Dobbins, Retro Series Warren Moon. It's kind of fun. The pink and the baby blue. Has that kind of like old school cardboard background. Centering is awful on it. Kind of similar to those throwback days. CD, AJ, Wandale Robinson. Azeez Ojulari lighted up Patrick Mahomes. It's like we're looking at this in night vision, right? Tyler Algier, he had some flashes in the pan. Who knows about Mr. Algier anymore now with Bijan drafted by the Falcons. They're drafting more and more offensive players.
I feel like ever since that Super Bowl, the Falcons have just been aggressively mediocre.
Aggressively mediocre. Yeah, they've been, I wouldn't say they've been awful, right? They got their head above water a little bit. That they're avoiding, being so bad. But then again, they have, arguably the best tight end in the league if they actually gave him the ball, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, you would think they would give him the ball after drafting him in the first round there.
Yeah.
But, I guess everyone just doesn't think the same.
John Mechie, rookie phenom for Houston. I don't know. It's very bizarre. There's a Greek guy, George Karlaftis. He was the highest rated tight end since Tony Gonzalez in the draft.
Yeah.
Full of talent, and they just don't give him the ball. So, hey, what do I know? Breece Hall, this guy had a really good beginning of the year before getting injured for the Jets. I think he still ended up as a top 5 rushing rookie last year, even though he only played like 6 games.
I think you're right about that.
So, the Jets had a very interesting year last year. The whole Zach Wilson scenario.
That was in Mike White. Was that the backup's name that kept threatening his job? And then now they just got Aaron Rodgers, so they're going to the playoffs.
I mean,
probably not the Super Bowl because Aaron Rodgers chokes every time he gets into a championship game.
Every time it really matters for A-Rod.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Rashard Mendenhall fumbling in the fourth quarter of that one year in the Super Bowl for the Steelers, maybe Rodgers would still not have one.
I think he would.
So.
It took an act of God to get Aaron Rodgers a Super Bowl ring.
It was so long ago. Everyone said, oh man, this guy, he's going to be the next best thing. And yeah, he's really good. I mean, I'm saying it like he doesn't play anymore, but still a great quarterback in the league, but nothing, no hardware to go along with it. So, the hardware that matters, at least.
Yeah, he's not producing like Tom Brady did. Let's just say that.
How about that guy, Sam Howell? Now that is a card, isn't it?
It is a card. I wouldn't say it's an exciting card, but it is a card.
Legendary logos, Jamar Chase. And another Nakobe Dean. What are your thoughts on Mac Jones?
A big letdown. A bust.
You think his career is over?
I don't know if it's over, but I don't think he'll be a starter for much longer.
Wow.
He might be a really good backup.
Saying he blew his chance, huh?
I think he did.
Silver Tyler Boyd, another one.
I think we learned that Tom Brady wasn't an assistant quarterback because when he tried to use that system with someone else, it did not go too well. And then he went over to Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did. Brock Purdy. Thoughts on him?
Brock Purdy. I think if he can stay healthy, he might be decent.
Yeah. Will he actually play this year? Is he out for the year?
I think he's getting surgery and he'll be back by the season. I think he already had surgery, but
Right.
I think he'll be back by the season. I don't think he's doing training camp over the summer, which could be detrimental to his development. But I guess the 49ers will take anything over Trey Lance starting.
Oh, Trey Lance.
When the Titans hired the guy from the 49ers to be their GM,
Yeah.
Trey Lance was going on Twitter trying to get traded to the Titans.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure, because he had some googly eyes at the Titans and stuff like that on Twitter. Said he might have a chance of starting if Tannehill got hurt.
Is that wrong?
I mean, hey, shoot your shot. Didn't work, but shoot your shot. We drafted Will Levis instead.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how that'll work, but as a UT fan, I'm still going to give the guy a chance. Because I'm more so a Titans fan.
Right. Retro Series Shannon Sharp. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everyone was drinking the Purdy Kool-Aid thinking that he's going to be the next one of these guys, Joe Montana. But, you know, a couple of games here and there doesn't make you the best quarterback ever. So,
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure the 49ers could have still won that game if Deebo Samuel was at quarterback. They were just doing wildcat the whole game. Or, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, right. Yeah. Skylar Thompson. This guy played a lot last year for the Dolphins, if you remember.
I do. I don't think Tua does.
Oh, God. And Teddy Two Gloves, right?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting dynamic with the Dolphins.
See, Tua put a bunch of beef on this offseason.
Did he?
Yeah, put on some weight. Looks like a declining baseball player.
Oh, wow. Well, I saw a commercial yesterday with Allen Iverson in it, and he looked like he was like 50 pounds heavier than I remember him.
Yeah.
And he's not that big of a guy to begin with, so you definitely see it when you gain the weight. Ooh. Roger McCreary. Blue. There is a freaking scratch on it, though. You can kind of see it there on the black part. That's a shame. What do you know about Roger McCreary? You're a Titans fan.
He was put on a lot of pressure this year.
Yeah.
Because our secondary could not stay healthy. He was one of the only ones that actually could. And he was a rookie. So, yeah, he didn't do awful. He showed a lot of potential, but he was definitely not a CB1. You could tell. I think if he develops for a couple more years, he'll be great. But
basically, they had to put him in a tough situation.
Exactly. He was put in a tough situation. Did the best he could. He was the best corner on our team that stayed healthy this year. So.
Wow.
He was a decent guy. I'm excited to see how he does in the future.
Mike Allstott, another John Mechie. This one's first year fresh. John Mechie.
First year fresh.
He'll definitely be fresh. Alabama Crimson Tide. Kyle Hamilton and Jahan Dotson. Leonard Fournette, is he done? Is he washed?
I think, for the most part, he's pretty done.
Riding into the sunset there.
I don't know if he's riding into the sunset. I wouldn't give him a happy ending, but he's done something. He got us rolling, didn't he? So
yeah,
he'll be okay. If he spends his money wisely, you know how star athletes are with their money.
Yeah. Not the best. Hey, if you want to throw, $20,000 my way, that's all I'll take. I don't need a lot.
I mean, hey, I'll take anything. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe page. Contact all the NFL stars, NBA stars, soccer stars, whatever. I don't care. Be like, hey, I'm broke. Can you help a brother out? See if anyone donates.
SOS, please. Someone help me. My House, Aaron Donald, Snoop Connor. Justin, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining us here today. Not much. We just got a bunch of inserts, no autographs yet. Hopefully we get something fun later. Silver Joe EB. Calvin Austin III. Bailey Zappi. Another guy who got some time last year.
Ooh, Zap Attack.
You just got zapped. There he is, Mike White. Wow.
The GOAT.
What's he going to be doing in his life now that Aaron Rodgers is on the Jets?
Backing up Aaron Rodgers.
So is what's his face gone? It's like he's not even on the team anymore.
Oh, he's still there.
Right.
I just think Mike White's better.
Man, that's sad. Silver Joe Montana.
Who was I feel like he's the equivalent of Josh Rosen.
Oh, the Rosen one. Ever tell you about my Josh Rosen story?
You did not.
When I lived in California, my buddy had season tickets to UCLA football.
Yeah.
And we were at the opening game of the year. UCLA was playing Texas A&M, and UCLA went down 44-7. And like we were just like watching the game from the parking lot of the Rose Bowl because we were just like tailgating and we saw how the lead was just becoming insurmountable. So you know what? Well, let's just finally go in at halftime. And so we went in at halftime, and UCLA once again was losing 44-7. They came back and won the game 45-44 in front of a house that was pretty much 35% full. The one side of the stadium was a bunch of Texas A&M fans because they're having a grand old time, because their team's dominating.
Yeah.
And everybody else left. So there I was in the first row of the end zone where Rosen led this unbelievable comeback to win the game. And for the people that were still in the stadium, they kept chanting like, the chosen one, Rosen, the Rosen one, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was crazy though. Like, really put him on the map. But I think that's where Rosen peaked, unfortunately.
It definitely sounds like it.
So,
well, good for him doing that, but it didn't really translate to the pros.
Gridiron Kings, Sam Howell. Yeah. So, I feel like, he just got short end of the stick again. I don't think he really had a chance with the Cardinals. Not that I'm like, I'm touting him or anything. He's
Yeah, I mean, look at Kyler Murray, his success with the Cardinals. I don't think anyone could have done anything with the Cardinals.
Matt Leinart, he was like, arguably one of the best quarterbacks in college football history, right? Mm-hmm. And he couldn't do anything with the Cardinals, unfortunately. So
I think the last quarterback to actually do something with the Cardinals was Kurt Warner.
Yeah. And he almost won that Super Bowl.
Almost did. Poor Larry.
Yeah. Larry
deserved a ring. Did he ever get a ring?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
Just another guy to add to the list of people who deserved a ring and never got it.
Never got it.
Kind of like Phillip Rivers, LaDainian Tomlinson,
Oh,
Antonio
yeah.
Gates, that trio.
Yeah. We're going on to the hobby box, boys and girls. Not gonna lie, the blasters. It was a very big appetizer, but we did not get anything really tasty. So hopefully we're gonna get something really great out of the hobby. 4 cards per pack, 20 packs per box. See what we can do. I mean, yeah, I remember growing up watching the San Diego Superchargers every year doing so well in the regular season, and we couldn't put it together when it mattered the most.
Oh yeah.
They ran into the buzzsaw of the Patriots and Peyton Manning and the Colts. There was a lot of great teams in the AFC. So, Steelers, of course, Big Ben.
Oh yeah. The original Deshaun Watson.
Oh, gee. Jalen Waddle. Havon Thibodeau. Type 1. Yeah, I think that there's a lighted up Brock Purdy. I think the Chargers only made it to the AFC Championship game once with
I think you're right.
that trio.
They lost to.
I
They
want to
lose
see.
to Peyton Manning, or was it Tom Brady?
I want to say it was Tom Brady. I kind of remember LT was sitting on the bench and he kept his helmet on and it had like the dark visor on it, so you couldn't see him. Like, because I'm sure he was hella pissed.
He might have even been crying. Who knows?
Trayvon Walker. That's a numbered 179 out of 199. Yeah, probably was crying. I would too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you think that Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets is the similar thing of like Phillip Rivers going to the Colts or Matt Ryan going to the Colts? Or Brett Favre going to the Jets?
I think it's exactly like Brett Favre going to the Jets. It's too similar. I think he'll do the same though. I think he'll lead them to the playoffs once or twice, but beyond that, won't really do anything. I think the Jets will make it to the playoffs this year with a decent quarterback under them, or taking the reins, because they were a good team last year. They just didn't have that quarterback to lead them anywhere.
Hey, you know what? In the AFC East, they're really good, and we're actually not talking about the Patriots. Bills have been really good for a number of years, and the Dolphins did make the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I definitely think they will make it in a wild card spot,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they will make the playoffs at least once while Aaron Rodgers is there.
They can only hope. That one is 12 out of 50 on the Jermaine Johnson. Speaking of the Jets, 12 out of 50. TB12. Jair Alexander, Derek Brown, Khalil Shakir. Tyler Lockett, 225 out of 299 going to the Seahawks. One of those consistent players in the NFL for a number of years. And then there's Russell Wilson.
I think this year is make or break for him. I think he got way too settled in the system that they had at Seattle. I think he has talent, but I think he got way too settled because pretty sure there was some Seattle defenders who were saying he was using the same calls at Denver that he used at Seattle.
Oh, no way, man.
So they were able to read him like a book.
22 out of 99. Christian Watson is our autograph. Going to the Green Bay Packers. Who's throwing him the ball again? Is it finally Jordan Love's time?
It's Jordan Love's time.
Christian Watson is our autograph going to Green Bay. Congratulations.
We'll see if he can be the next Aaron Rodgers.
Sit for a number of years and all of a sudden do it?
Oh, yeah. It's strange how similar Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers' stories are looking like they're going to be.
Turning out to be, right?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Grady Jarrett, 124 out of 199.
History.
Jelani Woods, 183 out of 299, going to the Colts. Kevin wants a JT downtown. Hey man, that'd be fantastic if I pulled that. Let's see it. Good. Wilson.
I heard Today they announced that DeAndre Hopkins is visiting with the Titans.
Really?
Yep. So he's doing his first free agent visit there today,
So
and this week.
DeAndre Hopkins visiting the Titans. Does he actually want to be on Titans?
I don't know. He played on the same team that Vrabel was one of the defensive coordinators for. So that's I think that's the only appeal that he has for maybe playing with Derrick Henry.
I mean, that is pretty appealing.
Having your wide receiver 2 is Traylon Burks. Wouldn't be too bad, but he would just be another star wide receiver out of his prime that has come to the Tennessee Titans. Just to name a few in the past, Randy Moss, Andre Johnson, Julio Jones. None of them did anything.
I forgot Julio was on Titans. Oh my gosh.
It makes me wonder why they think that this one, out of all the ones that we've had in the past, would be something.
Because he's nuke. Pierre Strong number.
And the one wide receiver that we had that was still yet to reach his prime, we traded him away for a 4th round pick, something like that. Jeez.
You're funny, man. Oh, man.
That's why John got fired.
Tyler Algier, 136 out of 179.
All because you didn't repeat. I'm still bitter about that. I think I will be bitter about that until A.J. Brown retires.
My House, Najee Harris, and Skylar Thompson. 2 packs left. Now or never, boys and girls. J.J. Watt, Silver Lamar, and frickin' Danny Gray. Man, how many of these can we frickin' get? Last pack. Thanks again for joining us here in the Collector's Corner. Be on the lookout for more box breaks at Collector's Corner TN. Feel free to DM us. Feel free to DM us for anything, man. We got sealed packs, boxes, singles. You just let us know what you need, and we'll let you know. We'll let you know if we have it. Buda Baker, Breece Hall, the rookies. And Tyler Elam rounds it out. It was a pleasure hosting each and every one of you guys.